Hello, everybody. This is Jennifer Jennings, your intuitive astrologer from the hills of Tennessee. And this is the new moon chart that is going to be new tomorrow here in Nashville at 1:05 p.m. Lots of psychic creative energy. And this is a big deal, really, because it's a critical time for us mentally with the undoing of the 12th house in our past. So, what's interesting is as we transition into the new age of Aquarius, Leo is in opposition, meaning the sun is in opposition of Uranus. Uranus rules this 11th house. The sun rules the 5th house. Our solar weather dictates, along with the moon's tides, but the sun dictates our weather here. In the age of Leo, about 8,000, 10,000 BC, we as a society worshiped the sun. We understood the sun on a much deeper, more intimate level than we do now. And we are being called on with this new moon to raise in wisdom when it comes to the sun. Because the sun will bring us intense experiences. We need to be our own physician and learn about the human magnetic field and how it is related to the earth, to the sun, and this radiance of our magnetic field is where this balance needs to come in, because in the age of Leo, we learned how to hunt, to grow crops. We learned how to build monuments. And again, the sun god, Apollo, was worshipped. And we knew so much more than we do now. And in this Aquarian age, there is discord. There's discord with this new moon in groups, and there's shakeups going on Earth, dark emotions, warring. Our values are really going to come into question over the next 6 months because we have a wound with the government. We have a wound in our head with our higher state of consciousness, with governing bodies who love to keep us dumbed down and dependent on them. If you watched my Christ consciousness video with the new moon, with this new moon chart, then you understand that Christ's natal Uranus in the 3rd house is the same degree as Chiron. This head wound, we are being asked during this time to heal. We are being asked to raise ourselves into a higher state of awareness and to bring this Venus with us into the future and learn that love is unconditional. We never want to expect what we are not willing to give. If you are not willing to give unconditional love, then do not expect it. This new moon has got a huge stellium. It's just a huge lineup that we will get into here in just a moment. The new moon rises with Cancer. Loyalty here at home on Earth is very important. The emotional reflectivity of this moon, of these intuitive flashes that we are receiving, matter. And we need to share what we are receiving. There's an emotional devouring weight that hits us over the next 6 months here at home. And it's about health and our values this attention that is constantly being portrayed with our health, taking more pride in our health, seeing that our values with our health are dependent on the sun's behavior. And the sun is dependent on the earth, and we are the earth's consciousness. Our attitudes and behaviors matter. We are so connected to Earth's magnetism, and the sun is connected to the Earth's magnetism. My sun is at a 23-degree. Look, if you have anything that is 23 degrees, this is going to make you a little unnerved, maybe anxious. It's very important to ground yourself during this time, during the next 6 months, especially because we are going to experience changes to our health, changes to the way that we communicate with one another. It's going to be a low point with our health, with our soul work. There's going to be changes here at home. New beginnings, endings. Our soul work is to be that physician who heals thyself. Physician, heal thyself is in Luke. And we can do that by understanding the magnetism, the human magnetic field, and how we are connected to the sun. We need this wisdom of the physician Apollo. It's going to bring us intense experiences, lots of psychic creative forces. We've been here with our health before, with the sun, the philosophical truths. Those of us who have studied all of our life or this time definitely need to share the wisdom, our higher truths, because the Aquarian age is about seeking truth. It's the spirit of truth, the counselor of the Christ consciousness that shakes us up, that wants us to go higher in our gnosis. That's what Pallas does. But Selena here, she is wanting to teach us with our relationships about health, about using the higher mind, this fire, this phoenix rising from the ashes, and to use this Kundalini, use our experiences for wisdom. When these earth changes come, we will need to know how to act in a crisis. When these shakeups come on earth, we will need to understand how to react in a crisis. We need to be there for one another and not rip each other apart just because another has a different view, a different point of view. Our relationships are contracted. We have a soul group. We have a, just like stars on TV, they have a director, they have a script, they have a role, they have a person that plays a star role in their script. It's the same thing. That's what life is all about. Is coming here in this influence of magnetism, imagination, reason, with a script. And you are the star of your own imagination. Rise up like the star that you are for your relationships. Being free to, explore the world in your higher state of consciousness. Our everyday routine is changing. Our everyday routine is changing, and we are being asked to connect to a spiritual unity in our everyday routine, in our work, at home. This soul work at home is critical for our joy in this mental higher state of consciousness with God. We can use this magnetism of our hands, of our mind, of our love with the sun and its magnetic field to just let go and be at one and have a spiritual unity that consists of mind over matter. We need to master this love in our relationships. These vaccines will descend our relationships. What we are doing to our body, to the earth, to the environment, sends us right now, during this time, into a descent that brings lots of transformation. But in time, we will learn about unconditional love and how we are connected to all that there is. These cyclic transformations are necessary for the balance. Humanitarian values will serve us well during the next 6 months. Sharing our visions, our experiences, our higher gnosis, sharing our philosophies, to other people will shake them up. But these psychic creative forces right here are so strong. And if you're not in balance, this could feel really, really nerve-wracking, depressing. This insight, this wisdom, this shakeup brings with it a higher awareness. We're being asked to see the bigger picture. This is very this is visionary, guys. This is visionary. Over the next week, I imagine those who are psychic, mediumistic, are going to want to express themselves freely. This receptivity is very strong. And if it's going to be strong with us here on Earth, it will certainly be strong with the sun, with our magnetic reversal that's happening on Earth. Many of us are sensing the changes, and with the sensation of change to our magnetic field on Earth, it also creates a change in our magnetic field of our health in different ways. Some people experience, other people don't, but we have receptors in our brain that connect us to each other and to the Earth's magnetic field. And so our health is out of kilter as we evolve into this Aquarian age. We are very in tune with these philosophical truths. The midheaven being in Pisces is asking us to change careers, be thinking about what it is that you really want to do with your life and what you really want to do in your life. And it's interesting that this midheaven is at a 9 degree and 59 seconds. It's almost a perfect 10, 1 second. There's an attainment here with God, if we so choose to rise up in this higher state of consciousness. We are definitely asked to be of service right now, to be of service to our fellow man, and to teach, have compassion for what is surrounding us is this darkness, these shakeups, this warring over values, and just to let go. Let go of the mental burden. Become one. Use this time, this mental higher awareness to connect to God, to connect to all that there is, and understand that our destiny is finished. We are just playing the role here on earth, the star role. That instead of trying to conquer the sun, conquer the earth, conquer one another, we conquer the self. We start with ourselves by loving ourselves unconditionally. That is what's really going to help us during this time. Because as we transition into this new age, there's going to be lots of changes on earth, lots of darkness, lots of discord, warring, shakeups, volcanoes, earthquakes, wars, weather changing, because we are connected to the sun. God's will is going to be done. It's definitely going to teach us a lot about ourselves, what we are capable of in the physical. And if we rely on God, we have nothing to fear. So I hope you guys enjoy your day. Happy new moon in Aquarius. And as we transition into this new age, remember, learn and connect with the sun. Get this wisdom and connect. Breathe. Do meditations. Focus on your breath. The breath is definitely the God in you. Each breath that you take is the divine in you. And be that. Be that divinity of expression. All right, until next time, I'll see ya. Peace.